welcome to Mama Mandala, where magic is somatic. I'm Hagar. Welcome. We're going to explore the Great Mother Archetype as she moves through the world from ancient times into modern times, from the world around you to what's going on inside of you. We'll explore her through an embodied practice as a way to invoke this great loving energy, this great capacity to hold the entirety, because life is complex, life is complicated, it throws at us all kinds of things. Some of them are beautiful, some of them are ambiguous, some of them are very clearly rooted in struggle and in strife and in challenges that break our hearts open. Life is filled with opportunities to grieve and filled with opportunities and invitations to love deeply, and the two are inseparable from each other, which in a way, this inseparability is the core of the mother archetype, of the Great Mother. One of the things that are deeply meaningful and powerful in this archetype is that she holds in it, in herself, she holds in it, she holds in her womb, all other archetypes. She's the mother of all beings. So in the womb of the universe, which is the womb of the great goddess as an archetype, all the things that exist, all the things that have existed, all the things that will exist, all cycle through, generate themselves, fall apart, recreate. So she is that which gives us birth. She's the origin of being. She is that which continuously changes us, changes in us, changes through us. So she's all the changes that we move through in our lives. And she also eats us alive, which is a great dichotomy because she's the power of nourishment. She's that which nurtures us, but she's also that which kills us because she's time. She's like the great goddess from the Hindu tradition, Kali, who is the darkness, the dark matter that holds the whole universe together, the dark fertile void of existence that gives birth to all of reality and also eats reality alive. So Kali in Sanskrit comes from the word kala, which means time. So and death, because time is death, right? Time eats us alive, but it also regenerates. It also gives us the ability to recreate who we are, to renew our ways. And so the Great Mother archetype is the archetype of complexity, of dichotomy, of paradox, of the ability to hold more than one thing as true. She's ambiguity, and she's this deep, nourishing ability to love and to offer ourselves generously to the world around us, which is really, in a way, I feel it's what the world needs. The world needs our generosity. The world needs our ability to hold ambiguity, to hold the way that there is nuance to situations, that things are not black or white, that there's a lot of different colors, that there's a vastness and a particularity and a diversity of ways, and that reality is made of a wide, prismatic, breaking open and falling apart and regeneration process. And all of that is held in the Great Mother archetype. She particularizes in different cultures. She's Kali from the Hindu tradition. As I mentioned, she's Hathor, the cow goddess from the ancient Egyptian culture. She appears in every possible culture through time. She's the Shekhinah in the Hebrew, in the Jewish tradition. She is embedded in nature. She's Mother Earth. She's Gaia. She is all the mothers. She is the mothering quality in all of us whatever gender we are, whatever non-gender, whatever fluid gender process we find ourselves moving through and moving with. So she is all things that exist. She's the earth, and the earth's connection to the sun, to the solar system, and the solar system's connection to the galaxy, and the galaxy's connection to the universe. So she's the umbilical cord that connects between the mother and the child, but in many layers and through all the different parts of existence. I feel my hands moving so much because she moves through me in such a way that really enlivens me, and it roots me very personally. And let's see where it roots and anchors you in your personal life. But it roots and anchors me in my relationship with my mother, in my relationships with my children, in all the places in life where I take the role of the nurturing, nourishing energy, and in all the places in life where I allow myself to receive, to be held, to be supported. So she's you, and she's that which you are held in, right? She's all of our relationships. So this is a lot, and we can talk so much more about her, but let's start to move our bodies. We'll start to move our bodies by actually slowing things down and grounding, because she's a great force of groundedness. We're gonna need a block for this one. If you don't have a block, you can use a thick book. You can use all the writings of Shakespeare, kind of a book, right? Thick, large, big, so it can support the sacrum, so it can support the bottom of your spine, where your spine connects to your pelvis. So it's above your tailbone and below the lowest vertebrae. So here-ish. And you can put it like this, and you can put it like that. We're gonna lie down on the floor. You can run and grab a book or a block if you don't have one. And we're gonna lie down with our feet on the earth as wide as the outer hips. Lift the hips and place the block underneath your sacrum. You can move around a little bit on it to find the sweet spot. You can rest your hands on your hip bones, or you can allow your hands to open by the sides of your body with your palms facing up. You can try both and see which one feels more inviting right now. You can let your eyes soften. And notice your breath. Slow your breath down. And create a tone in the back of your throat, a little bit of a tightening in the back of your throat, so that your breath can move through this tighter passage. And make this resonant sound. So in the yoga tradition, this is Ujjayi Pranayama. The triumphant breath. Your eyes can close if you want to let them close, or they can stay open if you prefer that. And allow the block to hold and support you. Feel into this support. And allow the container that you're creating for the breath to move through more powerfully. To be like the boundaries that a mother must create for her children's safety. The boundaries that the mother creates for her children, so that they act in the world in a way that respects others. teaching them their own boundaries so that they respect themselves. As you let the breath move through this container, allow it to establish all the different boundaries, all the different containers that the mother must create for her children. Maybe it's in your life, it's showing up as the boundaries that you must create for yourself in your inner conversation. Maybe you have a tendency to be mean and rude to yourself. So this breath and this containment is you practicing a different way of talking to yourself. Keep breathing in this way, but take the block out of the way, set it aside, let your hips rest on the earth for a moment. You can allow your knees to knock in, hands on your belly, your lower belly, whatever gender you are, this area that represents the womb of the mother. Archetypes are not gender based, they are code based. And then open the arms out to the sides and separate your feet as wide as your mat. And with an exhalation, take your knees to the right. And if this is too much for your knees, you can put a block underneath whichever knee feels like it needs it. So again, that's the kind of boundary, the kind of behavior, the kind of supportive energy that you want to bring into your life, into your practice, into your inner conversation, which are rooted in the archetype of the Great Mother. Keep breathing. Inhale your knees back to center. And then exhale, take your knees to the left. And again, place the block if you need to underneath your knees to give yourself support. To build a relationship with yourself as someone that you can trust and lean on, which not all of us have that kind of relationship with ourselves. And some of the reasons we don't have that relationship with ourselves come from the mother wound, right? From our relationship with our mothers, from the way that our mothers showed up to us or showed up to themselves, right? So the inner conversation is rooted in the way that we were parented. It's not just the mother, it's the father too. But we can change it. We can reparent ourselves. We can remother ourselves if needed. Knees back to center with a deep breath. And exhale, let your knees knock in. And once again, place your hands on your lower belly, on the womb area, whether you have one or not. Hold yourself tenderly. Breathe deeply with a tone in the back of the throat, activated, strong. The mother is like the earth, like the Great Mother, like Mother Earth, that which grounds us, that which holds us. So hold yourself in this way. And then roll to whichever side you'd like, either the right or the left, and bring yourself to child's pose. So forearms on the floor, knees wide apart, big toes touch, hips back toward your heels, and forehead on the earth. Breathing. Slow, deep breaths here in child's pose. Taking the form of the child as an opportunity to give yourself support. Right now, the world is in such upheaval. This is a very difficult time. in human history. And so take this practice as a time to give yourself the support that you need within the upheaval, so that you can also then be a motherly presence, a supportive presence in other people's lives. And then keep breathing deeply. Keep your forearms on the earth. And then slowly transition yourself into Sphinx pose. So pull your chest forward. Take your knees back. Reach your legs back. Point your feet. And lift your chest forward and up. With your toenails rooting to the earth. With your elbows energetically pulled back towards your hips. And lift your chest up. The wisdom of the Sphinx is the wisdom of the Great Mother. So she is the wise woman. She is the warrior, the protector. She is the huntress. She is the poet, the bard, the storyteller. She is the artist, the creative, the activist. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower your chest all the way down. Place your hands by the sides of your chest and slowly move yourself to all fours, to your hands and your knees. With your hands now, root into the earth powerfully, actively, like a babe latching with their mouth onto their mama's nipple. So really root your hands into the floor right now. Inner edges of the hands, the knuckles of your index fingers, the tips of your fingers. Tuck your toes and inhale, lengthen your chest forward, reach your hips back. Exhale, slowly round your back, looking towards your navel and move into cat. Inhale slowly, cow. Exhale slowly, cat. Move into the cow mother as you inhale, that which nourishes and nurtures from ancient Egypt to Hindu tradition. And exhale into the cat, into the feral, independent creature that is a beloved of the witches. Inhale, cow, one more time. And the cat mother, the feline mother, is the fierce mother. Exhale, round your back and root into the ways that the mother love is sometimes ferocious. Deep breath to the space between cat and cow, between sweet milkiness to ferocious roars. And then exhale, reach up and back into downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Ground your hands, inner edges of your hands, tips of the fingers, hips up high. And follow the next exhalation. Walk your hands back towards your feet, but you may need to bend your knees a little bit or a lot a bit, or put your hands on a block, or put your hands on a stool, or even put your hands on a couch. So if you have lower back stuff or your hamstrings are really tight, putting something on underneath your hands and bending your knees is a really good idea. So take good care of yourself. Inhale, look forward, halfway up. But if you feel good straightening your legs, if the stretch feels delicious right now, do that. Exhale, fold back in. So the mother nurturance, inhale, look forward, halfway up, is not always about feeling good, but it often is, but it's not always, right? Exhale, fold back in, because the mother does need to create the boundaries that protect their children, but also protect society from their children. Every mother to a toddler knows that. Inhale, look forward, halfway up. So there's strength and fierceness in that. Exhale, fold back in. Now bend your knees, and with an inhale, place your forearms on your thighs, hips back and chest forward. And with the next inhalation, we're going to rise up, reach your arms all the way up through the sides. Stretch your legs straight and stretch your arms up high. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra, the hands to the heart, rooting ourselves in the depth of the love of the mother. Inhale, and from there we move. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend the knees and reach your arms out to the side. So this, I call this fierce bird. Hips reach back, chest forward, knees bend. So it's often called chair pose. Inhale, come all the way up. But in Sanskrit, it's Utkatasana. So exhale back into Utkatasana with the arms out to the sides. And Utkata doesn't mean chair, it means fierce. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Stretch the legs straight, arms go up high. Exhale, bend the knees and reach your arms out to the side into fierce. And the arms out to the side, this is like a bird's wings, right? Like the goddess Isis from the Egyptian tradition. Arms up high, inhale, legs straight. And one more time, exhale. Bend the knees, arms out to the sides, knees bend, hips back, chest forward, fierce bird, spreading the wings to wrap around all that you love. Inhale, come all the way up, but we're wrapping, we're bringing into the heart. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Also the things that we have a harder time with, because the mother is this inclusive presence. It's that which can hold all of it. Now reach your legs out to the sides. We're going to stand in a wide-legged stance on the mat. Bend your knees and turn your toes out so that your knees, as you bend your knees, are facing in the same direction as your ankles. The tendency will be to knock your knees in. So don't knock your knees in. Widen your knees out. Strengthen your hips. Strengthen your core. So draw the front of the hip bones toward each other. Squeeze your gluteus muscle. So squeeze your butt a little bit, but tilt your pubic bone down and back. So squeeze your glutes, but tilt your pubic bone down and back. Do you feel all that strength? So strong. Inhale, interlace your fingers and stretch your arms all the way up. The mother is strong. It's the strong, fierce, ferocious, loving, gentle paradox of living life in this world. Deep breath in. I'm going to mirror you. Exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh and stretch your left arm up and over your head. Lengthen the whole left side of your body, all the way through the fingertips of your left hand and all the way down into the left foot as you bend your left knee deeper, because you might feel that your left knee kind of goes a little bit more towards straight because you're bending you're leaning to the right, right? So bend deep into the left knee and extend long through the left arm. Keep breathing. Inhale, back up. Interlace the fingers once more. I know your legs are burning. Mine are too. Exhale, bring your left forearm to your left thigh and stretch your right arm over your head. Breathe deeply. Cultivating strength is calling on the mother archetype to awaken in you and support you and more than you in this life with what is needed right now in the world, with whatever it is that you're dealing with personally and with what we're seeing happening all the way around us. You are cultivating, invoking, rooting yourself, connecting yourself deeply to your strength. Inhale, back up. Interlace your fingers once more. Reach it long. Bend deep into your knees. And then exhale, stretch your legs straight. Turn your toes forward. Release your arms by your sides. Interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch your arms back. And if you can't interlace your fingers behind your back or it's too hard on your shoulders, you can hold onto a strap, like a yoga strap. If you don't have one, you can use a scarf or even a shirt. So something behind you so that you can stretch your arms behind you and hold onto something to open up the front of your chest, but without overdoing it, without closing in. Okay, stretch your arms back, deep breath in, and with an exhalation, fold forward, and if your hamstrings are tight or your lower back is tight, bend your knees. We're going to stretch the arms over the head and breathe deeply. Slow, deep breath, crown of the head toward the earth, going with gravity, going deep into this source, energy, right, into the core of the earth, connecting into that which we all share, that which holds us all. that which holds the very core of the things in the world, the people in the world stage that you feel tremendous hate towards. Even they are held with gravity, by the earth. We're all held in the mother. Slowly release the fingertips to the floor and look forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale slowly and fold and bow deeply back in. Now turn your right toes out. I'm mirroring you again. Turn your right toes out and bring your right fingertips to the inside of your right leg and stretch your left arm up and over your head and push the right arm and the right leg into each other. So the right leg squeezes into the right arm, but the right arm pushes into the right leg. Draw the right shoulder back and turn your chest up to the sky. But as your chest turns up to the sky, as you open up, as you do that infinite love expression, right, of opening your heart, also create the necessary boundaries. So the left front of the left hip bone, the left ASIS, draw it toward the right, draw the right toward the left, draw the sides of the ribs toward each other in the center, and turn your chest up to the sky as you push the arm and the leg into each other. Deep breath in. And exhale, keep the strength, touch the floor, turn your right toes in as your legs straighten, walk through the middle, and turn your left toes out. Breathe deeply. Elbow on the inside of your knee and elbow push into each other. I didn't say that on the other side. I'm so sorry about that. If this is too much for you, you can put your forearm on your thigh like we did in Goddess pose before. Okay? So sorry I didn't say that. Stretch your arm up and over your head. So the arm and the leg push into each other. And this reminds me, this is such an important topic in the mother archetype because mothers, especially right now in this day and age, and I speak from my own experience and from other mothers that I know, we're really dealing with a lot of difficulties with our imperfections because we really want to be amazing mothers, and there's no such thing as a perfect mother. Draw the front of your hip bones towards each other. We create the boundaries that make us good enough mothers for the moment, right? Draw the sides of the ribs towards the center. We hold our center no matter how hard it is. We turn our chest up to the sky and we open ourselves up even if, and even when, it's not if, it's when we mess up. When we make mistakes, we apologize, we repair. Exhale, touch the floor. And that's not just with children, but in mother-child relationship. Go all the way to the center, fold deeply in. Interlace your fingers behind your back with the opposite index on top, or hold a strap and stretch your arms over your head. Deep, slow breath. So this is not just in mother and children relationships, it's in all of our relationships, and it's in all the things that we create in the world and in our lives. Slowly bring your fingertips to the floor. Bend your knees a little bit if you need to. Hips back, chest forward. Circle the arms and rise up with an inhale. And exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Release your arms. Turn your right toes out. Left toes turn forward. I felt the need to spread my legs a little bit wider. So if you feel the need to separate your feet a little bit more, go for it. Reach your arms out to the sides with a deep inhalation. Again, Goddess Isis spreading her wings. And then exhale, bend the right knee. So the right knee is over the right ankle. I can tell that it's not. So I'm actually taking a shorter stance. Arms out to the sides. And that's that kind of mother archetype, learning to adjust, learning to repair, learning from doing things that don't feel right. So there's a shift in the energy. Mother archetype, great mother archetype, allows for change because she is change. She is holding it all and is ever changing. Inhale, stretch your right leg straight. Ground into the feet and exhale. We're going to go into triangle pose, Trikonasana. So fingertips to the floor outside of your right ankle. But if this is, no way, dude, you can put your hand on a block. Oh, that actually feels so nice. So you can put your hand on a block. You just want to make sure that your shoulder roots back, whichever height of the block you feel like you need, or no block. Draw the legs energetically towards each other so there's strength. Draw the front of the hip bones towards each other for strength. Sides of the ribs towards each other for strength so that your heart can open safely. And then look down to the floor, and we know that's never really safe, right? Step up to half moon, again, with the block if needed. You can hold on to a couch if necessary, or a stool, or a chair, or a table. Flex the left foot so the left leg is strong, and draw the front of the hip bones still, even here, towards each other as you turn your chest up to the sky. And balance is a mother, so enjoy the challenge and the joy. Bend the right knee, step the leg back into triangle pose. Open it up for one more breath. For slow exhalation, for greater extension of arms and legs and crown. And then with an inhale, come up. Turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Deep breath in. Arms out to the sides. And exhale, bend the left knee deep. So the knee is over the ankle, feet anchored into the earth. Deep into that which holds and supports us. And then draw the legs towards one another to cultivate the strength that we need to support each other, to support others. Arms lengthening, crown of the head towards the sky, pubic bone toward the earth, glutes are strong, front of the hip bones towards each other, everything strong and supportive so that the breath can flow through, so that the heart can be open. So she's a warrior too. Have you ever seen a lioness mother? Inhale, stretch your left leg straight. And exhale to triangle, Trikonasana. And the triangular shape reminds us that the Great Mother Archetype is in relationship. And whenever we are in relationship, which is all the time, there are not just two things in that relationship, there are three things. So there's you, there's that which you're in relationship with, and then there's the relationship, right? So the Great Mother is in fact a triangle. And the triangle is, of course, keep the legs strong, a symbol of the womb, of the feminine regenerative system. Dare I say it? It's the triangle is the symbol of the vagina. Here we go. Look down to the floor, step up to the moon, which is another symbol of the Great Mother Goddess. Flex the right foot, extend the spine long, push your right foot to as if you're pushing it against a wall. Ground the left foot into the earth and breathe. So things are engaged, they're strong. Your breath is deep and full. If falling or wobbling is happening, that's part of life. What does a mother do when the child falls, when the child messes up? Bend the left knee, step the right leg back into Trikonasana, back into the triangular reality of all of us, of all of life. The mother is a diversifier, right? Creates more. Ground the legs and inhale, come up. Turn the left toes in. Bring your legs towards each other. And shake your legs out, shake it out a little bit. We're gonna bring our legs wider, but not as wide as they were. So wider than the hips, and turn the toes out a smidge. Bend the knees and bring your arms so that your elbows and your forearms are on the thighs, but they're more toward the inside of your legs. And with your legs, squeeze into the arms, and with your arms, push into the legs. Move your hips a little side to side, and let your torso snuggle a little bit in the space between your thighs, between almost like the waist is now trying to create space for itself between the hip bones. And then bring your hips down towards the floor. Malasana, hands in front of the heart. And if this is a ridiculous pose for you, you're not alone. That a lot of people are not, this is not the pose for them. So you can put a block underneath your hips. And you can even, if that's too much for you, we're going to be here for just a few more breaths. If that's too much for you, sit on something. A couch, a chair, and squeeze your legs in, push your legs out. You're still getting the same benefits. Okay? If you're dealing with an injury in your hips or in your lower back or in your knees, you can sit up on a chair or on a couch. And then bring yourself back down to the floor to sit. Soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. If this is too much for your hips, do yourself a favor, grab a blanket, grab a pillow, grab something, grab even the block so that you can sit up on something and elevate your hips so that it's not, so that your seat is not blocking you from doing the pose, okay? Move your hips a little bit side to side so you're creating a little bit of space in your hips, and hold your ankles. Pull on your ankles to help your pubic bone tilt down toward the earth and lift your chest. Deep breath in. With an exhalation, send your chest forward and fold forward. And if you are not doing that right now, just stay seated. Wherever you are, hold yourself with respect. And it's this invitation into the quality of the mother, the protective quality of the mother. And what I always like to remind us is that if we're protecting ourselves, we want to make sure we're not overprotecting ourselves. So you want to be careful and respectful of your body, and especially because I'm not in the room with you, I err toward the safe side and I lean a little bit more into really back up where you need. But if I was in the room with you, I would say, listen to what you need, not just to what's comfortable. And maybe take yourself a little bit deeper if that is safe enough and challenging enough. You want to meet that edge. And I think of that as I parent my children too. What's the edge? Of safe enough, but not suffocating. Of clear boundaries for protection and enough freedom for independence. Especially with my almost teen girl. Send your chest forward to come up slowly. Inhale. And keep your, I'll mirror you again, so keep your left leg where it is, spread your toes, engage that foot, and lift your right leg up, flex the right foot, and wrap your arms around your right leg like you're holding a baby. So this is baby cradle pose. If you feel like this is a ridiculous request, you can just hold the heel and hold the shin and hold it. Lift your chest. And if you feel like you can go a little further, you can put your elbows underneath your lower leg, and you can wrap your arms around your leg if you feel like this is a good thing for your body. Spread your toes and draw the outer edge of your right foot toward your outer knee as you push the inner edge of your right foot away from your face. And then slowly hold it. Keep engaging the foot as you lower your right leg down. And then lift your left leg up. And once again, you can hold onto your foot and to your knee or to your shin. You can put your arms underneath your lower leg and lift your chest up. Or you can wrap your arms around your leg. What I'd like for you to focus on is lengthening your spine, even in this ridiculous situation. And this actually makes a lot of sense because a lot of mothers to young babies have shoulder problems, have lower back problems because they're hunching over their baby for so many hours of the day. So drawing the shoulders back and lifting the chest as we cradle the baby is a really good idea. And think about it not just as a mother, right? This is, for us today, it's a metaphor. So as we take care of someone else, can we stay rooted in ourselves, lengthening ourselves, still grounding and rising to be the fullness of ourselves while we're also nurturing another life? And then slowly listen, hold on to your leg, make it really strong as you lower it down. Go ahead and lie on your back. Bring your knees into your chest and move your hips a little bit side to side. Stretch your legs straight or straighter as you hold the backs of your knees. Flex your feet. Maybe bring your legs a little closer toward you and hold on to the outer edges of the feet. So it's Supta Paschimottanasana. Still lengthen your spine. Push the backs of your legs, your thighs in particular, up towards the sky, so away from your belly. And then bend your knees and give yourself one more hug. And release your body to the earth. So legs are straightening, body relaxing. Make a triangular shape with your hands so the thumbs touch and the index fingers touch. And rest it on your womb area. So this is Yoni Mudra, the mudra of the womb. It's the simpler version. There's a more complicated one. We can do that another time. So the way that my body is, my triangle, in order to keep my elbows resting on the floor and a little bit more of a relaxing state, my triangle needs to go up a little bit. So it's more around my navel instead of womb area. So listen to what your body needs. The way that a great mother listens to the needs of their children. Relax the breath. And if you'd like to relax your arms and release, whoa, that was a lot of noise. And release your Yoni Mudra. Let your arms rest. Feel yourself being held, supported. The source of life holding you, nurturing you. And let it nurture whatever it is that you are working on growing and caring for in your life. So you're not doing this alone, you're doing the nurturing and the creativity, whatever it is in your life that you are working on, you're doing it with this great power that is universal, that is as vast as the universe, that has been here since the Big Bang because it gave birth to the cosmos. And its intensity and beauty are with you, are yours, are everyone's. If you're hearing my doggy licking herself over there, it's like this sweet self-mothering. And slowly move your toes and your fingers, and with a deep breath, stretch your arms over your head and move your hips a little side to side. And bend your knees. Roll to whichever side you'd like, the right or the left. Tradition has taught us to move to the right, and I'm moving to the left. Because sometimes the mother breaks tradition and creates a new pathway. In fact, every mother who is conscious and aware does that. She breaks the patterns of her mother to make new patterns for her children. Help yourself up into a seated position. And bring your hands together softly in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. And take a moment to, if it feels authentic for you, to offer your thanks, to offer your gratitude to everything that supports you in your life, every part of you that works as a supportive energy in how you move through the world. And thank you so much for being with me in this practice, for practicing with me. If you like this practice, put a like on this video. It would help me so much. I can't even tell you how much. So I'm so grateful for that little act. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. You have no idea how grateful I will be to see your little subscription coming through. And in the description of this video, I will leave a link to an essay about the goddess archetypes in the world, ancient and modern ways of looking at things, and what some of the things that I think our culture really needs right now. I loved writing it. I enjoyed it so much. I love writing. So I will leave a link for you. I would love for you to check it out. Take your time reading it. You don't have to read it all at once. Share this video, share that essay with your people, and subscribe to my Substack, because I would love to have you subscribe to it and be a part of this beautiful, meaningful, weekly muse medicine that I share over there. And also grab my free ritual guide to creating secular, soulful relationship with life through rituals. So I will leave a link for that in the description of the video as well. And I'm so grateful to have had this time with you. Thank you so much. Namaste.